My name is Chase Campbell. I was born here in San Diego. I was born and raised in Imperial Beach. I've always been a poet. You know, it's one of my passions. You know, I love to write, and I've been writing for a long time.
In 1993, with its initial budget of just $65,000, executive director and founder Scott Silverman opened the doors to Second Chance on the bottom floor of the Workman Hotel in downtown San Diego, providing job readiness training, employment placement, affordable housing, and life skills for homeless men and women. Over the course of those first few years, Second Chance opens a drug and alcohol-free home, creates employment opportunities with its flower cart at Horton Plaza and button-making business, and launches its annual Adopt-A-Block community cleanup and fundraiser, enabling the budget to grow to $366,000 by 1996. And in 1997, Chase Campbell is arrested for the first time.
I was 14 years old.
He was heavily addicted to crystal methamphetamine, and he was stealing from us. He was verbally and physically abusive sometimes.
I don't want to live like this anymore. I shouldn't have to live like this anymore. I used to ask myself, what happened? You know, where'd my family go? You know, where did I go? I was lost. I was so lost.
Moving into its new home at 16th and Island, Second Chance opens the doors of the San Diego Strive program.
We are a work-first organization. What we do over the next couple of weeks is you practice the skills that you need to go get and keep a job, because if you get those skills honed and you package them together, you're going to be able to find a way to move your career forward. Let's get started. Let's get started.
It was about 10 years ago we saw a segment on 60 Minutes.
We looked at a privately funded organization called Strive that helps unemployed people and welfare recipients change their attitude toward working for a living.
I'm Pam Wygod, and I'm co-chair of the WebMD Health Foundation. We realized that Scott had opened Second Chance down here in San Diego, so we went to take a look. And I was there for a while, and he said, come on, we have a new class. I want you to come see what it's like. And it was like magic. And it was maybe a week into their 3-week session. And I went back a couple weeks later and to the same class. And some of the people who were in the front, who would not look me in the eye, came right out, shook my hand, said hello, and they were so changed. They were ready to go out and start a new life, and it really gave me a lot of hope.
By 2002, a mental health counseling and a youth Strive program are both launched. Its third of 8 sober living houses is opened, and Chase is arrested.
Getting locked up became an addiction of its own.
From the time he was 18 until 22, he was basically either in jail or living on the streets.
Our PREP program is our prison reentry employment program. And the idea is we meet them on the inside, pick them up the day they leave, put them in our housing component, enroll them in the Strive class, give them the mental health support with a 2-year follow-up and subsidies the first 60 days. And what we're finding is with our new study after 3 years, 70% of our PREP graduates do not recidivate.
I think this is a model that can be successfully duplicated in other parts of the country, certainly other parts of the state of California. My name is Ray Ellis. I'm a board member of Second Chance, past board chair.
2003, Second Chance celebrates 8 PREP graduates. Ever growing with the acquisition of the Ben & Jerry's partner shop in Hillcrest, now with a budget of $2.3 million and 8,500 client services offered in 2004, Second Chance purchases and makes the move into their current headquarters in Encanto, southeastern San Diego.
It costs about $4,000 roughly to keep you in a seat. That's the resources we have to raise. But with those resources, you're going to get our job developers, you're going to get our case managers, our mental health support team, you're going to get me.
It's much wiser for us to invest in these folks and keep them out of that cycle of incarceration, that cycle of homelessness, that cycle of drug addiction or alcohol addiction.
When I relapsed a few years ago, after being sober for around 8.5, 9 months, I was stuck. I was stuck in my own body. I was heartbroken.
September 1, 2006. Chase begins Class 99 of the Strive program.
I remember my first day at Strive, Scott was having us shake hands, and I thought that this was kind of a joke, and that I was just going to do what I could to get through this class just to get the benefits from it. As the weeks went on, every day I went home, I wanted to be here more and more. I was beginning to fall in love with what this program had to offer. So many people have gotten so much out of this program, and they expressed that to us so much, and I wanted what those people had.
Our next graduate is Chase Campbell.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Red Richard, this crowd is pretty big. I would like to start off, first of all, I'd like to thank God, my mom.
Our family's back together again, and God has healed our hearts, and He's healed our family. And without Strive, Chase would have had nowhere to go. He would have had no housing and no clothes. I just watched him go through this program, and I came to his graduation, and it was just amazing, the metamorphosis that took place in his life, and it's only continued since then.
There is no better way for us to help mankind and our local mankind than to give them the opportunity to learn, to give them the opportunity to get healthy, to have the pride in themselves that we have in ourselves. And in order to do that, we have to financially help the organization provide that. And at the end of the day, what better thing is there to do than to know you've helped somebody else?
With 100 Strive classes under their belt by the end of 2006, Second Chance looks to make the coming year their best yet.
So now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of San Diego that this Council, for and on behalf of the people of San Diego, does hereby proclaim February 19, 2008 to be Scott Silverman Day in the City of San Diego in recognition of the community services he has provided the citizens of San Diego. Congratulations.
This Friday, 90 individuals are going to graduate, the largest graduating class in history for the Strive Network.
Payback to us by getting involved with Second Chance has been wonderful, and we appreciate the relationship that we've been able to build with the organization. And I would encourage other individuals in the community to learn more about it, because the more you understand the issues, the more compelling the mission is that Second Chance has.
You know, you never know when it might be your kid one day. You never know when it might be you that needs help. This program teaches people how to grow up, teaches people how to give back to society. It focuses on working, which puts money back into the communities. It focuses on success.
Chase Campbell looks to the future.
Today, I keep going. You know, I know that I need to finish school, and I did take one semester. I'm going back to school in September. I want to get a degree. I'm going to get a degree.
He loves again, and he feels again, and he's done it all clean and sober, and he's working again, and these are all things he's done on his own with the help of Strive.
Don't be afraid to reach for the stars. Don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to let go. Thank you for helping me change my life. Thank you for supporting me, for being my friends.
I just want Chase to be happy. He's somebody that I'm really proud of again. I'm really, really proud of my son for the man he's become.
September 6th, 2008, empowering people to open doors, change lives, and strengthen community. Second Chance, celebrating 15 years of success.